Welcome back to Simrai Fashion Academy YouTube channel for another interesting tutorial. So here on this channel I'll be teaching you how to make this beautiful flare gown with the Ankara patch design. So I have my pattern already drafted. As usual, we use a small scale drafting to demonstrate this, but when transferring to your own pattern, you use your actual pattern. So here I have my shoulder, I have my chest, I have my waistline, and finally the full length of your desired gown. So if you look at what I have here, my chest line, you know how to get your chest line. Taking measurements from your shoulder, the calculation for chest line, your waist, and the full length. So whatever pattern I'm making here, I'll use it to cut both front and back. Please take note of that. So on the chest line, I imputed my bust circumference. My actual bust circumference I marked, created my armhole. Then I came over to the hip, to the full length, and mark my hip measurement divide. So the length here is hip divide by 4. Okay, then I connected it from my bust, my actual bust, to the hip divide by 4. That's how I got this line. Okay, so there's no measurement for waistline or anything. Just measure your bust divide by 4, and on the hem, hip divide by 4. So after this is done, the next thing we want to do is to create the neckline. So the neckline is by choice. So I'll just come down a little bit here by choice. So you just measure the depth of the neckline which you want for this dress. So it's a V neckline, and I see that V neckline came directly to the natural neckline, but I'll come out a little by 0.5 and connect my neckline, my V neckline. So that has been connected now. So the next I want to do is to come in from here by 1.5 and connect from the tip of your shoulder, come in by 1.5 and connect to the waist line, okay, to have that beautiful design. Or you can also even go down as much as you can just to connect that. So this part is going to be on fold. So when I'm placing this, I'll place it on fold. So all I have now is the Ankara design right here. So the next thing I want to do is to introduce my bust points. I'm introducing my bust point because of the flare. So this is my bust point line. So I'll just draw my line on my bust point line. This is bust points. And from the center front, I'll measure my bust pan. My bust pan divided by 2. This is it. On the waistline, I'll measure my bust pan divided by 2. That is it. So what I'm doing here now is creating a sort of a waist dart for it, just to create the flare. So I will just draw that line, bust pan line to the end. And then I'm going to impute whatever is my bust dart. Okay, so my bust dart, I'll just connect it and connect the bust accommodation as well. We are not actually making any bust anything, but you are going to see what I will use this to do right now to create that flare. So as it is right away, I'm going to trace out what I have here on this flare, on this design. So to trace out this design, I will do this. I'm tracing this design out. Okay, so whatever thing I see here, I'm going to trace it out right now. So from here I'll go ahead. Okay, so I'm tracing it out following the neckline we created. Then I'll go through the shoulder seam and I'll finally go here. Can you see that? So this is the part I told you will be on fold. So I've traced that out, and I'm going to cut. So I will still use this same pattern. The pattern I have here, I will still use it to cut the back as well. So this is what I traced out. Can you see? I traced it out from here. Okay. So now I can keep my traced pattern till when we get to that point. So I'm going to cut my pattern for the flay right now. I'll cut it through the bust accommodation, and I'll cut through the armhole. I'll go here, and then I'll go here. All right, so remember we've traced out what we have right here. So next I'll close up my bust that. So the reason for a bust span line now is to create that flay. So I'll just cut this up to the bust area like this. Can you see? Then close up this bust that. Okay, so I'll close up this bust that to create that flay. So once my bust dart is closed now, this flay I have right here is moderately enough flay. Okay, it's moderately enough. But if you need this flay, more flaying, you just come on this line. Okay, you can see this line we have here. Just come over there and do what? Draw like, you can make it straight. Okay, that is another slash line. So I just go ahead and do what? After I have closed out my bust dart, so can you see? I flay it more, following this design. Okay, so I'll flay a little. So on the bust area here, you can notice I'm not adding too much. Okay, so what I have here can serve as an ease, because when it's together, this is your actual bust measurement. Remember, the actual bust measurement, this is it, and that is the same thing. So if I open up, I have enough flay here, but on this area I don't have enough. I have just a little, and it does not affect anything at all. So all you need to do is to bring your fabric right now. So if you are cutting this on your fabric, so you have to place your fabric on fold. Your fabric will be placed on fold. So I just fold my fabric, as you see, right away, on fold this way. Bring in your pattern, place on fold. So I'm just using what I have here. I believe you understand what I'm doing. So I'll just place it this way, pin them. I'll add my seam allowances here, pin them. You can see that this part is straight. All right, so I've gone ahead to cut it out right now. Okay, so I placed my fabric on fold, as you can see. So on the armhole line, I'll just add my normal 0.5. On the seam line, I'll add my normal 0.5, and on the neckline, I'll add my 0.5. So this becomes my front pattern, and this is also what I'll use for back pattern. Okay, so back pattern, the only difference is neckline. It will not be as deep as this. You choose your neckline, you draft it, cut it out as a high neck. So after that is done, Next, I'll come with this piece of my pattern, and I'm going to bring in my Ankara patch. So I come in with Ankara, as you can see. I'll place it on fold as well. So I'll place my Ankara on fold. So it will be like this, and I'll secure with my pin. So I'll go ahead and add 0.52. Okay, so I'll just use that 0.52 top stitch on top of the main dress. I'll add 0.5 on the shoulder seam line. I'll also add 0.5 on the neckline. So this is the part that will be here. So I'll just take off my pins now. Take off my pattern because I've gotten my pattern already. So when I'm sewing this for the front, I'll just open the front. You can see the flay. So it flays out for us. So this is the dress. I'll take off the pattern piece for this, and then place right here. Can you see? So you will use your facing. You are going to use your facing. So I just use my pins and hold them down. So I just hold it down. So once I'm done holding it down, I'll just quickly go to my machine now and top stitch. I'll just fold it in. Okay, so you can also decide to iron it before you do this, and you just go ahead and do what? Run little top stitching and hold it like that. So this is it. So by the time this dress is done, you see the flay. By the time you sew it together and wear it, the armhole returns normally. You know it went this way, but by the time you wear it, you start seeing the flay. Okay, so the flay comes for you, as you can see it right here. Okay, so these are the flays, you know. So if you just need it to flay up for you very well, you just go ahead and open it more as you wish. So that is it, people, and that is how we come to the end of this tutorial, and I believe you enjoyed this class as well. So if you are new to this channel, please kindly subscribe, turn on your notification bell to receive videos like this every day. Like this video, share to family and friends, drop your comment on the comment section and your suggestions as well. Thank you for coming. See you in the next class. Bye.